Welcome back once again. Thank you for staying tuned. Let's discuss iterator examples. First of all, we're going to discuss SUMX iterator. Then we'll be discussing average function demo. And then at the end, we'll be discussing CONCATENATEX iterator function. Okay, so let's begin with the SUMX function. We're going to use this. So here we use SUMX iterator function. So you can see here returns the sum of an expression evaluated for each row in a table. And the parameters required are number one is the table and the second thing is the expression. Okay, we're going to use the SUMX. We want to use it in sales. And now if we just use the sales table without using the related table function, it won't take into effect the relationship cardinality relationship that we have with the sales table with the from the product table. So we need to use the related table function. And then we're going to select the sales table. We just close it. And the expression we are going to evaluate is we are going to sum all the sales. So we're going to use again sales with the unit price multiplied by sales quantity. Here it is. And then we're going to apply this. This is the product sales. We use this within this product name table. So we have got all the sales for each product. Again, just repeating, the SUMX is an iterator function because it requires the table to iterate through and the expression for each row that needs to be evaluated. From that, once these two things are done, it just sum all of the expressions that we evaluated using this function. I hope you have a better understanding of this. Now let's move towards the average function. So I have written average sales again. Now, just before using average as X, let's use average. Okay, you can see here it requires just a column name, not a table or anything else. Now, even if I go about selecting and trying to evaluate an expression for average, it won't help me or it won't let me do it. It would just select require a column and doing the calculations. And this is where it gets difficult because if I'm looking to get an average of sales price by a sales quantity, I won't be able to do this. Or else I need another column to be created that would be a calculated column which will hold the value of sales price by sales unit, and then I can use the average within that. But if I'm not looking for adding additional columns, calculated columns, and want to save some RAM or just don't want to mod additional columns within my data model, you can just directly use AVERAGEX function to do this. So let's do this. Now the table from where I'm looking to average, it's going to be sales table. Then the expression that I'm going to sales quantity by sales amount. And here we do the average. So it's done. I've used the average here for each brand name. That's a measure, so it works very fast and dynamically and calculated. So you can see here average sales. I've used this measure here to calculate the average sale price for each brand, and then arranging this in the descending order. Now the third thing is CONCATENATEX. Let's see this. Here I have used CONCATENATEX. This could be the use case could be like I'm looking to concatenate all the brand name. Now there could be two different scenarios that would happen to be from this use case. One is whether I want only the distinct brand name, or I just need to concatenate all the brand names. So if I do not use distinct, it will just do and take all the brand names, whether it's repeated or not repeated. If it is repeated, it would go about repeating it, but else it would not it would not go about repeating it. So if I use distinct within this to select the table, and then I select product, because this brand name is part of the product table. So I select product, and within that product, it's going to be brand name. So I just close this. Here we have already returned a table. Now we need an expression to evaluate. So what the expression is going to be here, we just need the brand name from this product column. So we just select product brand name again, and the R delimiter, we want the delimiter to be comma, space, and comma. And then order by expression, we are not going to provide this at the moment. Close this, and here we do the calculations. So I've used this brand X iterator by using concatenate X and distinct function, and I've used this in the details card. So see, in this video we discussed product sales with SUMX iterator function and related table function. We discussed average function and the AVERAGEX function. AVERAGEX is an iterator function, and then we used concatenate X with distinct function. I think now you are like getting used to of iterators and getting a good idea of how iterators work and where you can use it. Stay tuned for the next video in which we'll be discussing evaluation context when expression gets evaluated. Thank you.